Hello, welcome to the interview. What was your name?
Ethan Harris.
Okay, so tell me about yourself.
So I see myself as a creative person and I want to apply for the role of a PE teacher. I've always wanted to be a PE teacher, but working with children and I've always been into sport, studied sport since I was a kid and throughout high school took it GCSE level and took it in college.
So you have a high experience working with sport yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I've always wanted to do something in sport. Ever since I was a child, I've always wanted to be a PE teacher. I always looked at different ways to become a PE teacher and different ways to enter sport.
Alright. So tell me about your current pathway to get to this point.
So my current pathway in high school I studied sports studies and I got a B, and I've done work experience at Garrett Hall Primary School as a PE teacher, working with ages from 10 to 12 of sports such as football, rugby and badminton.
Very good, very good. So would you say that you are considered a role model to the students that you have taught?
Yeah, definitely. I think I want to not just teach them how to be good at sport, but also how to, mature as people, especially as working in schools. That's when they mature. I want to make sure they have good well-being, and so they can develop into better young people.
Very, very good. Do you think you suit the requirements for the job, and why?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, obviously I did work experience, so I know how it is to be a PE teacher, and how to overcome different challenges that they face. And from studying sports in high school and college, which has been 7 years, I feel like I can make that step up to be a PE teacher.
Very, very good. And why is it that you want to work for us? Why us and not anybody else?
I've seen the reviews of the school. I've seen it's very professional, and it looks like a nice school. The kids seem nice, and it's not too far from home either.
Okay, very, very good. What would you say is your biggest strength?
Biggest strength I feel is teamwork and working with other people. I feel like working with children in big groups is one of my strengths, because I know how to organise them, and also communication with different feedback and tell them where they've gone wrong and also where they're good.
And how do you think that would benefit the students as a whole?
I feel like with my communication, when I tell them where they've gone wrong, they can go and improve it, and I will tell them how to improve. And where they've gone right, that's where they can, where they know and they'll feel good about themselves when I do. I give them some nice feedback.
Okay, very good. Similar question, but what would you say now is your biggest weakness?
I think its weakness is definitely ICT. As on the computer, that's not my biggest strength. It's something I do need to work on, and I'll work on it by taking different lessons and courses on how to develop better ICT skills, which will help me in my job, where I can then deliver PowerPoints to my students.
Okay. If whilst you're working on improving them skills, do you reckon you could work around it and find a way to solve the problems if you're not fully sure how to do it?
Yeah, definitely. I could always deliver it myself instead of using a computer, where speaking to them and telling them different things instead of using a PowerPoint or anything, using ICT.
Okay. Why did you leave your last job?
I worked at a bar, and but to get this job, which is full time, I had to leave my last job. So, but with the last job, I had experience in working. I've been working there since 16, so I was experienced in making money and getting a job, and so I'm experienced in that working life.
Very, very good. Would you say that your old job prepared you for this job with skills and life skills?
Yeah, definitely. It really helped my communication. I was just constantly speaking to people, and also problem solving is it's not an easy job. So when speaking to people, which I'll be doing day in day out in this job, it's really helped me a lot.
Okay, so why should we hire you? What is the good things about you?
I feel like I should hire me because I really benefit the students on not just getting improvement sports. I'll really help them on their safeguarding and their well-being, and just make sure that they're always happy at school and always working hard.
Very good. I reckon that your skills, from what I've seen, would benefit the students, but do you reckon you would be able to like speak to the students properly? Like, would you reckon you'd be able to get them to listen to you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously I'll make my lessons as fun as possible, but I'll also teach them discipline, so they won't be able to take advantage. So there will be a balance where we can always have a laugh, and we can always enjoy the lessons, but always make sure they're disciplined and make sure they listen to me.
What would you do with the more, let's say, difficult students, the ones who not necessarily naughty, but maybe struggling and like act up a bit?
I feel like you've got to sort of take them to one side and just let them know that there's no taking advantage. As in PE, it's a very easy sport to take advantage where, because you're in a big crowd and you're with your mates, and it's very easy to sort of mess around, but just got to keep a firm eye on them and teach them discipline.
That's all very good, and I think we'll keep you in consideration.
Thank you very much. Cheers.